Sunshine State.
Yo, Monkey Boy. Yo, what's up? This is DDP, Diamond Dallas Page, and you're talking sports with Randy Harris. Diamond Dallas Page is going to make you feel the bang.
Welcome back to KO Radio, Knockout Radio. Mike Straka in for the incomparable Randy Harris, our mentor, our father figure. Incomparable.
Insufferable.
Illegible.
And legible.
No, but before the break, we were talking about Sammy.
Listen, let's not talk about
No,
that.
I'm not talking about that guy.
My Caucasian Sammy?
I'm not talking about that Caucasian Sammy. I'm talking about Sammy Hagar, the front man for what band is it?
Van Halen.
Van Halen, still looking great at 76 years young. And,
All the drugs, dude.
But no, look, a lot of the musicians, we talk to them when they come on the show. Randy has a great relationship with the...
No, Steve has a great relationship with him.
But Randy does through the Busch Gardens, like music festivals and Food and Wine Fest, and through Orlando, like Universal. But when the musicians come on, it's amazing because we talk to them about what life like on the road is now. And they're doing yoga, and they're going to the gyms.
Yeah.
Like when
I
they
told
play-
you, Al Petrelli of Trans-Siberian Orchestra, he called me up and said, "Can you bring the pads? I gotta train before I go on stage."
Yeah.
And meanwhile, this guy's going on stage for 4 hours. That's a long show, Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Well, the new amphitheater here in downtown Clearwater, a lot of the Goo Goo Dolls, they'll go and work out at my buddy's Clearwater Beach Fitness. And, they used to be sex, drug, and rock and roll, but now they're doing yoga and vegan, vegetarian lifestyle and fitness.
Even all those old schoolers that did sex, drugs, and rock and roll are all
your
doing
Goo Goo
the...
story.
Sure, because they're all working on longevity
Right.
and trying to
Don't you have a
reverse
Goo
the
Goo Doll
effects of
story?
the harshness of the life, right?
But there's for some... What's the other one? What's the other guy who played for Van Halen? David Lee Roth.
David Lee Roth,
Yeah.
Oh, man, I shouldn't eat while
Heimlich.
on the radio. I definitely shouldn't eat while I'm on the radio. He looks amazing.
Who's going to wrap their arms around him?
You can, Steve.
Yeah,
But
you gotta
Tom-
get mouth to mouth.
Now, I hate to bring Matt back to this subject, but David Lee Roth has some serious mental issues. Like he's fought with them for many years.
Anybody who's out of touch with reality
Yeah.
starts to get weird.
Hold on. In Hollywood,
In Hollywood,
in
especially.
Hollywood, they have a saying. People always ask, "How did you get to where you are?" And the people who know say, "You know what? You have to be naive. You have to be so naive that you think you can make it in order to make it." In a way, it's kind of being delusional.
Yeah.
So after they make it, and they've been delusional for so long.
You should work for Waste Management.
Well, can you guys hear that?
if you were on the 16th hole at
Could you imagine if Randy was here?
Phoenix,
Could you imagine flipping?
he would lose it.
He's already lost it. He's on that boat right now. He's just trying to talk to the captain. Well, listen, I'll get you tickets
Yeah.
if you turn this...
Well, last time he
I
was
didn't
on the
say it. I
Titanic, it
didn't say
didn't end well for them. He was on the Titanic last time.
Oh man.
Now he's on the...
He took his freaking then wife's seat. He's like, no,
No,
you
but-
gotta stay on the
But
boat.
look, just like autism, right? Now they're saying like 1 in 30 births are autistic, right? It's now because we have a scale to quantify, like to actually like find out where they are on the spectrum, and now we're being diagnosed. If you really dig deep enough, every person has mental health issues. We all have it in some sense of form or some way, right? We're just some are higher functioning than others, but everybody, especially your artistic, your musicians, your artists, your Hollywood creative,
That guy.
like Steve Linné.
No.
But we all have mental health issues. Like we all have issues we're dealing with. Like nobody, anxiety, mine's like insecurities. Mike, whatever you've got going on.
I'm short.
I really don't have
Shortness.
anxiety. I just get anxiety when I'm dealing with pressure.
How do you pass it? How do you function
Fix
with it?
what is causing the anxiety.
What if you can't fix it?
I'm always going to be able to fix it because it's not something that's just happening in my body just because.
Okay.
It's happening for a reason. I've had a couple of instances like that. I remember one time I went to go get an HIV test and my chest got hot from anxiety.
Yeah, you pass.
And as soon as I passed,
You got a positive
as soon as I
result.
got a negative, I got over it after a while, and I got on the meds, and now I'm good.
No, but speak-
obviously, as soon as I pass a test, I'm good.
So speaking of HIV, so there's actually a place here called Out of the Closet. It's a national franchise. It's a gay and lesbian friendly community. It's a thrift store. One side of the space is a thrift store of actual fashion and clothing
Right.
and donations.
Hey.
And there's a pharmacy, and they do free HIV testing
Right.
on the spot for free. It's in downtown St. Pete. It's on 34th Avenue or US 19 and like 54th South. Don't
Right.
quote me on that, but it's called Out of the Closet. And I spoke to the director the other day because I stopped by, killed some time, looked for some clothes. And I was shocked to find out that the number one demographic of HIV positive people are young, strong, athletic black men. Like they're the ones that don't look like they're ill or don't look like they're sick, but they're athletes, they're boxers, they're fighters, they're
Well, I know it's a thing in the black community. It's definitely more in the black community than it is any other community.
Well,
but
it used to be the gay community. It used to be.
I thought it always was the gay community, the male gay
It
community.
was when it started, I believe. It started mostly San Francisco region is what I was always told.
San Francisco region?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean
Where
where?
it kind of originated from. Like, remember with the Real World, the first reality show on MTV?
Where does Sosa sit?
Sosa is like the Caribbean. He's like South American. Well, we're all Americans, right? I mean, North, Central, South.
But
That's right.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm
But
American.
you're talking about like.
I'm only like 2 generations here, though.
But you're talking about HIV, like,
Right.
you know, like.
I thought it came over here by a monkey.
Oh God.
I did. I thought it was.
Well, that was the original, yeah.
It was.
It was
Well, that's how
flight
COVID
attendant.
got here, right? COVID
Huh?
got here from a Wuhan.
Wuhan virus. And Wuhan.
Didn't Ozzy Osbourne bite a bat's head?
The Chinese
Ozzy
virus.
Osbourne, thanks for COVID, Ozzy. I got bit. He bit a bat's head and
Listen,
got all
you
COVID.
got to be able to say where it came from without everybody jumping up in arms and, oh my God, that's racist or
Right,
whatever. It's
exactly.
where it came from. It came from Africa.
But-
It definitely came from Africa.
But the point is
Right.
that there's a great facility. It's free to the community. Anyone can go and get tested if you feel like you're at risk. You feel like, and the great thing is they use an actual boxing image. It's called Knockout HIV, and so it ties in with Knockout Radio and like the combat sport world.
Right.
Randy takes one show off, we're gonna get canceled.
Listen, if they're giving out free, if they're giving out free
operator on
HIV
quit.
tests, especially the ones that you can is an instant HIV test.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
an
it's-
instant,
it's
yeah,
15
it's good.
minutes.
Those
15 minutes.
are expensive. They're not cheap. Probably if you buy so much, you gotta buy over $50.
So most
and you
people,
get an
most
HIV
people,
test.
most people just donate blood, and then if they can't donate it the next time, they know there's something wrong.
That's how I get my HIV test. I have to because I take so many steroids. I have to give blood every 2 months, and they actually pay me more for my blood because I got so many red blood cells because of the testosterone
Oh
that they
my
give
God.
me money back.
So we should talk.
Huh?
I mean,
We should talk
You
because
got royal blood.
no, but
It is. It's kind of like royal blood.
Hold on,
They
so-
pay me for my red blood cells.
So Charlie Sheen had tiger blood,
Uh-huh.
right? So that was a thing. But no, like, so the EPO effect is what Lance Armstrong did to cheat. Lance Armstrong actually took his own body, transfused it. He took it out and added red blood cells to it,
Right.
and put it back in his body so he could perform at higher levels for longer duration.
Right.
Sounds
When
like
you
a
train on
movie.
the back of my truck, you
But
actually
you can stroke out if you have too many red blood
correct.
cells on.
But you actually you create EPO naturally on the back of my truck because of the oxygen deprivation.
Can
so
we-
when I
can we stop talking about your sex life
No, no,
again?
no. When we talk about the one blood, the donations of blood banks, if you go in and ask to donate the Alex machine, the Alex machine takes just the red blood cells. You get 3 donations out of 1 donation. So instead of a whole blood where they take a little bit and they throw the rest away, you actually save 3 lives as opposed to 1 life if you ask to donate on the Alex machine. It's an extra process. It's a little bit longer, but it's available on every mobile blood bank that you come to.
We prefer to use erythrocytes instead of red blood cells. We have to be politically correct, scientifically correct. Erythrocytes.
Is that a thing?
Erythrocytes.
Okay.
Even in Spring Hill, they have it.
He's not in Spring Hill. He ain't in Spring
Yeah,
Hill,
well,
are you?
it's all the same family there. There's family trees don't have
Actually,
branches.
Spring Hill's nothing but New Yorkers and Steves. A bunch of Steves and New Yorkers.
All right, I just want to know who's going to win, Leon Edwards or Bilal Muhammad.
Nobody
We're
cares.
back to sports.
Did you say nobody cares?
Yeah, nobody cares.
This is Knockout Radio. We have
I get
3
it. We
diehard
can, we can
fans.
totally talk about something totally
No,
else.
we have 3.
We go back to Mike Tyson's Jake Paul and,
Yeah.
and give an argument what
Well,
everybody thinks. You think Mike Tyson's going to win. You
I
think
do.
he's going to destroy him.
I think he's going to destroy
A
him.
prime Mike Tyson would definitely not make easy work from him. But just one club, even if
Yeah.
Mike Tyson puts up the glove, it's going to be something different than Mike Tyson has felt in decades. And he's 58 years old.
He needs to win the fight.
It'd be like
within-
hitting Randy.
He needs to be 2 minutes. He needs to win the fight within 2 minutes. Otherwise, forget it.
Well, he needs to. He's going to get clubbed once. He's
He
going
needs
to throw
to
him
not even
completely
go.
off.
It shouldn't even happen.
No, it
it
shouldn't.
shouldn't be sanctioned. They're not sanctioned because all of his fights are exhibitions.
Yeah, well, this is you get enough money involved, anybody will sanction everything. Listen, me being
Yeah.
in the corporate world now, everything that Donald Trump said on that stage with Hillary Clinton is completely true. It is completely true on being able to use people, pay people to do what you want, pay people to say yes or no. It is like that. It is completely like that.
Yeah.
If I had enough money, I could get politicians in my pocket, no doubt.
Well, the problem with Bilal Muhammad, is that his name?
Yes.
That nobody knows who he is.
Yeah.
Like there's.
Well, nobody knows who Leon Edwards is either.
Right, exactly. So the problem with the sport is the people that are the best at it don't have the marketing or the name or the fanfare behind it because there's too many fights, there's too many fighters, it's too popular, and you don't have the build-up. You used to have Tito Ortiz, Chuck Liddell for months.
For months.
And then
Randy
you look
Couture,
forward, you
Chuck
look
Liddell,
forward
months.
to like that big
Yeah.
build-up. Now there's too many guys from all
every
around
event.
the world. You don't know who they are.
Leon Edwards wouldn't have been a superstar even back then.
Right.
And he wouldn't have been a superstar if he didn't knock out the Kamaru Usman with a head kick in the last round.
Yeah.
When he was getting dominated by like Chael Sonnen.
Well, he
was
got
for-
punked out by.
Or like,
he got
Anderson
punked
was.
out by what's his name too, from Miami, who actually just fought Nate
Jorge
Diaz.
Masvidal.
Jorge
Masvidal.
Masvidal, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the problem with the sport is your big names aren't fighting right now. Ronda Rousey's not fighting. Conor McGregor's not fighting. John Jones is always suspended or hurt or
They got a couple. Listen, you got the guy with the colored hair. What's his name?
Francis Ngannou is
You're talking
out.
about Sugar Sean O'Malley.
Sugar Sean O'Malley.
Well, he's good.
No,
But
there's
he's
a couple
still,
of
he's
them.
still
He-
not
You
a
got
super.
Max Holloway right now
he's a-
riding on
he's
a
a-
serious
He's
high.
a bigger YouTube influence. Sugar Sean
Well, do you
O'Malley's
know-
a bigger YouTube star.
I've been a UFC guy for a long time, and when I watch a Tom Brady roast, and Dana White was sitting with Sugar Sean O'Malley, and who else?
Max
was there?
Holloway.
Max
Max Holloway.
I literally said, "Who are those guys?"
Really?
Well,
Yeah.
Max Holloway has a blue roof.
You didn't just.
I was like,
You didn't just see Max Holloway literally with probably one of the biggest knockouts of all time.
Oh yeah, I
You
did,
know,
but I was a little confused at the moment I was drinking when I was watching the roast. We're gonna go to a break. We'll be right back on KO Radio.
Oh, let's pick up from there. Let's pick up right from there. Literally, those
Hi,
guys.
I'm James
should go-
Lofton, and you know who you are on the other side of the dial, and you're talking sports with Randy Harris.
Those guys are
This is the Tan Talk Radio